What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is PCJews here, and today we are going to be doing a little gameplay where I am jungling as Lee Sin on League of Legends. Now, I know this has been a few League of Legends videos in a row, and I'm sorry we haven't been able to do as much Minecraft, but I feel that dual commentary Minecrafts are much more enjoyable, and Wes has been a little busy at Governor's School. So, instead, to supplement with videos, I'm going to be playing some League of Legends, and it's actually a great time, so I hope you all enjoy. If you do, just tell me, because I want to make sure you guys are okay with this. If not, I'll be looking for some other games that I can play, as well as Minecraft, and more Minecraft videos will be coming soon, I promise you. So, right now we're at the beginning of the game. I'm going to do a little fast forwarding. This game actually does go pretty quick. I do pretty well as Lee Sin. Fed Lee Sin equals OP Lee Sin. I'm playing with a couple friends here. I'm playing with EXE Ragnarok, who is my friend Matthew. He always plays Brand mid, don't ask me why. Treetop Sunshine, he has been loving Draven. Angel Rose, who saw her in last video. Caitlyn has, this time playing a Sona support. And Hey Apple is also my friend who is playing Darius. And, we all talk on TeamSpeak together and it's a lot of fun. So, the enemy team has a LeBlanc, a Soraka, Twisted Fate, Varus, Malphite. I was a little confused because I was thinking, where's Twisted Fate gonna go? He's gonna go top, Malphite's gonna jungle, and then Varus is gonna AD with Soraka, and LeBlanc's gonna mid. So the only thing I'm actually sort of worried about this game is the LeBlanc, because LeBlanc is just very strong early game, and you don't really want to mess with her too much, because she's pretty scary, so... But I do pretty well. One weird thing that I sort of forgot that I accidentally did this game is I am running Ignite instead of Smite, which I did not mean to do whatsoever. The only thing that I don't like about it over Smite is that the cooldown is just much longer. But I do make it work, and I do pretty well this game. But that's a new move. I just forgot to switch it early game, and I wasn't able to do it in time. So that's my bad, but overall it went pretty well. So... we've got a Varus Soraka versus a Sona Draven. We should do pretty well as long as our Draven can catch his spinning axes. Darius versus Twisted Fate. That should be all okay as long as Darius doesn't get kited too hard by his gold cards. Then we've got a Brand LeBlanc, which actually should go pretty well. Even though LeBlanc is very strong, her weakness really is range. And Brand is one of the longest ranged mages in the game with his fire pillar, and he can stun. So as long as he doesn't get within range of LeBlanc, it should be okay. She does get a few kills, but I just kept telling him in TeamSpeak that as long as you don't let them get fed, it should be okay. Right here I'm trying to get my bottom to engage upon them, but my bottom doesn't actually want to for some reason. So I have to engage right here. And unfortunately when I engage, they get to run away. They have enough time to run. So I'm trying to get my AD to engage first so that I have more time to get him behind them. But unfortunately that doesn't happen. I'm gonna go look for Malphite in the jungle because I know I can take him, because early level Malphite, he's pretty decent, but Lee Sin's a great duelist, and I know I can probably take him. Also, if he's at a buff, I know that he's going to be lower health than I am, so I should be able to do pretty well against him. So right here, I do kill the Malphite, which did pretty well. He was sort of low from his blue, and I was able to get first blood, which is really nice for me. That sets me off on a great pace. When a jungler like Lee Sin, one of these carry junglers that is gank heavy, like Shaco and things like that, they can get when they get first blood, it's just devastating for the enemy team. Because I just get my items so much faster, and I can gank so much more efficiently early game, which will just set them behind in lane, because I can just continually gank. I don't need the gold as much from doing my camps, so that's pretty good. I'm thinking about queuing LeBlanc through the wall here, but I decide not to. Right here, Brand is going to go up in here and attempt to confront her, but she does lots of damage. I ran in there trying to make sure that Brand was okay and that he wouldn't die. Right now, what I did not want to happen is happening with Darius. He's getting kited by Twisted Fate, which is not good. But, you know, what can you do? Right here I'm giving the early blue to the Brand, trying to get him ahead of this LeBlanc, because I really don't want this LeBlanc to take advantage of Brand with her ridiculous damage. So right now he's trying to get me to go top, but I can't because I'm too far away. There's nothing I can do really. But I did have a good start, so it does make up for it. So Twisted Fate shouldn't be much of a problem, surely because I outrange him, and Brand outranges him, and it should be okay overall. But it's sort of a worry that Twisted Fate will cause some havoc with his ulti, but luckily this Twisted Fate doesn't abuse his ulti this game. So right here, I'm going in for the gank on him, and I'm going to go ahead, try to hit the slow. He's going to try to gold card me here, which is going to stun me. I'm going to jump on him, get the kill, easy stuff. He went for the turret, he was a little too greedy, he stayed too long. He gave me enough time to go from all the way down here to all the way up here. So that was a bad thing that he did, but it paid off for me, so I was very happy that he stayed that long. So I'm double buffed right now, but my buffs are getting a little low, so I think I'm going to recall. I'm sitting on 1,300 gold. That's a lot of gold in my opinion. So I should be going straight for the Wriggles early game. I go for the Wriggles early game because I like the early game ward on Dragon. I also enjoy the lifesteal. The lifesteal on Lee Sin is very nice. When it combined with his second proc on his W, it does very well, and I think that's something that you should focus upon. So right now, bottom is doing fine. It's a little standoff. Right now, Twisted Fate is dead, so our Darius is pushing. Though he did come back just now, so our Darius should be a little careful. Let's do a little fast forwarding here, because I think I'm just going to farm up the jungle camps, yes. See, I'm just going to take out the jungle camps here. The Twisted Fate is trying to be aggressive on the Darius, but when the Twisted Fate gets too close to the Darius can easily take him out. I'm just doing a little poking to the LeBlanc there, nothing big. Unfortunately, Malphite is able to gank top here, and Darius is 70 health, which is just not good. But he is able to survive, because the Malphite does not want to chase under tower, as Malphite is, I'm pretty sure, relatively low. Yes. No, the Malphite wasn't even low. I don't know why he didn't chase there. I would have chased this Malphite because Malphite's so strong in tanking. But luckily he did not for the Darius on my team, so that's all good. Apple was spared there, and I'm all happy with that happening, so not much of an issue there. I'm almost level 6. I'm sort of happy with me being level 6. I was checking for the gank there from the Twisted Fate. I didn't want him to come in behind and gold card me. But I'm happy being level 6 because I can use my kick to basically maneuver people into positions that I want them to be in, and that's very, very strong. I can run in, I can slow them. After I get the slow off, I can run behind them and kick them back into my turret range. It's very strong stuff. Right here I know I can 1v1 the Malphite. I don't know why he even tried to go against me. I just wanted to back off there though, because I had a feeling Twisted Fate should be back soon. But I knew Darius was back, so I wasn't too scared to stay. Here comes the Twisted Fate. He's trying to play aggressive on me, but I know I'm going to be just fine being this tanky. He's going to gold card me here. Darius is going to get lots of free damage, which was just a bad idea, honestly, for the Twisted Fate. Right here he does make a stupid move. He lets me get in range. I'm able to hit him right there. I wanted to, and I should have, run behind the Malphite there and ultied him. Unfortunately, I was not able to. And right there, if you saw that, Darius made a pull on the Malphite, and he instantly flashed, and it made it look like he didn't move at all. It was actually sort of weird. Yeah, he was confused there, but, you know, what you gonna do? So I did my job here. I got a kill. I'm 3-0 already, which is nice. Malphite has to hold Twisted Fate's lane, which is good for me, because then Malphite is losing farm. He's losing his buffs. That's good stuff. I'll go to bottom when any action starts to happen, but to be honest, it's a little Mexican standoff right here. So, voice crack. But we're going to try and take out the LeBlanc, because when taking out the LeBlanc, we will be able to stop her from getting so much farm. She misses that right there. I'm going to try to poke her down as much as I can. I want to basically just take out the LeBlanc as soon as possible, get her not fed, because she falls off super hard late game. If she doesn't have at least, 6 or 7 early game kills, she just falls off. I don't know exactly why she does, but she does. So, actually I know why she does. She doesn't have enough burst late game to insta-kill somebody like she does early game. So, I'm fine with that. I want to focus on mid lane. I want to win our top lane for us, though, and I think bottom lane should just be fine as long as they don't just get massively killed. So right here I'm trying to give Brand this blue. I should have probably started it a little earlier, but that's okay. I think he's gonna start the leash just so I get less damage on me. And right here I'm gonna get it low, and I think he's gonna take it here, yep. So that's good. I was a little worried about my red buff accidentally taking it, but nothing happened there that should have been too bad. So Twisted Fate's actually bottom right here, which isn't good. He's leaving Malphite to roam. He's level 5 only, so that's fine with me. Unfortunately, they're trying to take us out. So right here, I jump the Twisted Fate. I get the kill with my red buff, which is actually sort of nice. The Varus right here is trying to take out our Sona, which is not cool, but I'm able to push him off the Sona, so he's not able to get anything done. My thoughts on Draven, since he's a new champion, is that he's not OP. I don't think he's that great. I feel that other ADs outclass him because they just seem to have more range and whatnot. And I don't know. But right here, our brand is having connection issues. That was not him rage quitting or anything. He has a friend. He just has some connection issues sometimes. But I just feel that like a Kog'Maw and a Graves, all these sorts of people just sort of outclass him, I feel. I don't know why exactly, but I just honestly feel they do. And I love this glitch here when the camps don't attack you whatsoever. That's really nice. Free health. But it's just weird. I don't feel he's strong enough. I don't feel his ulti does enough. That's one way you could fix him, is make him his ulti do more. That way he could get the spinning blade going, get them half health, and throw out the ulti and insta-pull it back on top of them and make it sort of a burst that he has. Sort of like Varus. Pull his Q back, not charge it at all. With the Q and then hit that. I feel that's sort of what he needs to do. Right here, I'm actually bottom trying to save this turret. Unfortunately, I'm not able to. I'm just going to try to keep them back, but this LeBlanc is trying to burst me, and I'd rather not die. So I know I have my shield here. I'm going to get healed by Sona. I'm not really worried. My shield does take up just about as much as Ignite, so it shouldn't be a problem. Unfortunately, though, this Malphite is getting solo farm at top, and that's not good. But Darius kills Twisted Fate again. Darius is not having a problem against Twisted Fate, and that's great. That should keep us ahead. Our top lane doing well is a game doing well, in my opinion. So right here, Darius gets bursted out by LeBlanc, but she doesn't have enough damage to finish him off. That's what I'm saying. If she doesn't get fed, she won't have enough damage to do anything. Right now, she only has a Doran's Ring and a Blasting Wand, so I'm not too worried about her, which is great, to be honest. Right here, I think I'm going just in here, get these kills out on these Wraiths, then I'm going to go back and grab the Giant's Belt, because I'm going to build a Frozen Mallet first. And I sort of felt like that's what I needed to do. Actually, no. I'm going to gank, then I'm going to go back. For the Giant's Belt on the Frozen Mallet. I feel Frozen Mallet's very strong on Lee Sin, just because it gives you health, and that health is really strong. And also, it gives you, that really, really necessary, attack damage and slow. The slow is so strong on Lee Sin. I can Dragon Kick to them, hit them, they're slowed. Once they're slowed with that Dragon Kick, it's very, very, very good because, like, basically, they can't run away. And when they can't run away, my teammates get to do damage. I can take the damage if they try to focus me. So most of the time, they don't because of that health. I just feel it's a very strong, strong item. And right there, Bran gets bursted out by LeBlanc, but she doesn't do that much. So he's okay. Right now, Soraka's supporting the LeBlanc because she's behind. She's trying to give her mana and heal her. But honestly, that doesn't really matter to me. I'm fine with that. It doesn't make much of a difference. But here, unfortunately, Darius gets jumped by Twisted Fate and Malphite. They do get the gold card off, and I'm pretty sure he's going to fall here. Yes, he is going to fall here. I'm walking up, attempting to help, but I wasn't able to get there in time, unfortunately. I feel I'm want to jump the Malphite here, because I know he's low health, and I know I can take him out. I meant to ignite there. If I would have ignited, I would have had the kill. My ignite didn't proc, and it sort of pissed me off. But, you know, what you gonna do, I guess? There we go, I got the ignite off. That was the good plan there. So, I flew to the Twisted Fate, because I knew Malphite was out of my range, and since I knew Malphite was out of my range, I flew to the Twisted Fate, got in range for the ignite on the Malphite, and I was able to successfully take him out. So right here, I'm just waiting for my Q to come back, just so I can throw it at the TF and take him out. So he's going to gold card up, try to run out on me, which is just stupid, because I know I can insta-kill him. He won't have time to gold card me, unless he gold carded me mid-air, which you'd have to have some pretty fast reaction time to do. And even then, I would have gotten the kill. I would have died, but I would have gotten the kill, and I liked my odds, so I wanted to go for it, and I successfully pulled it off. So, right there you can just see the power of Lee Sin. When he's fed, and he has some items, he gets super tanky and does lots of damage. He doesn't actually have to build damage, because his attacks are in two parts. He does, he does 160 with the first part, then 160 with the second part. That's 320 damage. That's a lot of damage for a level 10 to deal without having any attack built up. So, it's actually very, very strong. So, right here I'm just clearing my red buff. Nothing really important is happening, but I think this shows the strengths of Jungle Lee Sin. I know you've probably seen them before. He is one of the top tier junglers, but I really enjoy jungling with him. It's lots of fun. It's very, very nice. So right here, I'm just trying to stop the LeBlanc on pushing mid, and I'm not having many issues doing that, because I know, even though she is a mage, I can actually outrange her as Lee Sin. Just by throwing my Q at her, doing some damage, and then jumping at her, I outrange the LeBlanc, which is just very strong for a melee to be able to do. But right here, this Malphite jumps on me. Luckily, I can W out to Ragnarok. I was trying to get him to get there. so I was in W range, and I was successfully able to get out, and I feel that was key moments, because me not dying there was actually really good. Me surviving in general is always a good thing, but I don't want to feed the LeBlanc. The more the LeBlanc is fed, like I've said, the worse they'll do. And I knew my bottom was coming up, so I knew we would be just fine. Right here, Malphite is trying to tank 3 people, which is honestly just stupid. Malphite's tanky and all, but he's not that tanky. So, right there, that ult from him got everybody ridiculously low. Apple is going in for the suicide, even though that wasn't actually a smart idea. We were going to get the kills anyways with Brandt's ulti going in, but what you going to do? Not much. Right now, the LeBlanc is like right here behind the turret, if I'm not mistaken. Recalling, and she's really low health, so I sort of was upset that we weren't like jumping her. But right here I fly in for the kill, and I thought that was hilarious. But LeBlanc is down here actually, and we really need to kill her because she's low, but we don't notice that she's there. That was just lack of basically map awareness, which is my bad, and I should have caught that. As the jungler, I need to be very aware of what's happening on the map, and that's something you need to learn how to do. You need to watch all lanes. I think jungling is one of the hardest roles. That and support, surely because as a jungler, first of all, it's different. So if you've laned before, it's totally different from the rest of the game. But as a jungler, you have to be aware of the entire map. You have to have timers in your head. You have to know when things are respawning. You need to keep a Baron timer. You need to keep a Dragon timer. You need to keep buff timers on your buff, and if you can, in a higher elo, their buffs. And that's just a lot to do, honestly. It's a lot to keep track of, and I think it takes a lot of focus, and it's a hard job to do. Also, I would like to say that as a jungler, I feel that you don't usually get a lot of credit. Support's not either. We usually don't get a lot of credit in games, even though I feel that we should, because a lot of the time we carry games, and we help like the AD carry win his lane, and we get no credit for it, even though the AD carry wins us the game, and that was honestly a reason why. But you know, I feel the same way about supports. I feel that those are some of the hardest roles to play that get the least credit. Right here, my team is getting jumped. LeBlanc just does shitloads of damage to Draven, but fortunately, Draven is able to get away. Unfortunately, one of them dies, but whatever. I'm gonna jump in there, hit the Varus down so he's extremely low. Just try to get him so that he's not able to stay in the fight, basically. I wish I would have had my E there. I would have had the LeBlanc, but unfortunately I was unable to do so. So right here I'm actually in a bad situation. I'm going to W out. That's the great thing about Lee Sin. He's so mobile. He can get out of almost any bad situation. And if I would have hit my Q there, I probably would have had a triple kill, just saying. But he can get out of any situation. It's so nice to have that ability, and I feel it's very strong. So right now I have 8 kills, and we're just pushing them, basically. We're over-leveled on them. We're honestly dominating them. I won mid lane, his lane, just because LeBlanc wasn't able to do anything. I wish I was in range for my Q there, but since LeBlanc wasn't able to do anything, she wasn't able to carry her team as hard as she wanted to, and that's actually quite nice. Right now Sona's getting focused, and that's not great, but right now we're going to try to make our final push, because we are much stronger than they are. They're under-leveled, and we honestly can just do it, so if you have any questions about PCJews in general, you can go ahead and leave those in the comments, obviously. If you want to see anything specific on League of Legends, you can go ahead and tell me so in the comments. I love talking to you guys down there. It's lots of fun conversing with the subscribers, and I feel that that's something I want to do more of, but you guys don't leave comments, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, guys. But honestly, League of Legends is a great game, and if you don't play it, I will set up a link down below for you guys to sign up. If you'd like to sign up, you can use my link. It helps me out a little. I don't gain money or anything off of it. It just helps me in game. It gives me some stuff, and that would be greatly appreciated if you guys would like to play. If you want to see more League of Legends, obviously subscribe to the YouTube channel. That always helps us out. The bigger audience that we have, the better. And honestly, that's all I've really got to say. So this game is wrapping up. We've got a few minutes left, but basically they're just going to surrender. There's not much of an issue with that. We have a Darius who is doing quite well. We have a Lee Sin who is 8-0. That's just very strong. So I'm trying to save my team here. I'm trying to push them back. I dragon kicked them into a wall, like 3 of them, because it does hit the people around the people who you actually dragon kick. And I was able to get them out. But like I said, We are going to win this game, if you couldn't tell, because, I mean, obviously I wouldn't upload it to YouTube if we weren't going to win. But, you know, I'm sort of rambling at this point. I'm sorry, I sort of ended this a little early, commentary-wise, but there's not much I can do now to turn back on it, so we're just going to troll for a moment and just sit here and watch the insta-death of the Twisted Fate, then the death of the Malphite here, if he can get in close enough. The Malphite should die. Darius is very strong with his ulti. People are saying Darius is OP. I don't feel Darius is OP. The reason I don't feel Darius is OP is if you can kite him, you can win the lane. Honestly, if I hadn't ganked that Twisted Fate over and over, the Twisted Fate probably would have done pretty well, because he could have just gold carded the Darius. I actually feel that Darius was a better player, but if you have an equally matched player skill level, it should just be fine, honestly. If you have any kite, Ashe is great against Darius, if you're wondering. Twisted Fate, anybody with a stun or a slow that's extremely often is good against Darius, because they can keep him away from everybody, and not much will happen to hurt them. But that's basically all I've got to say about Darius. He's not that bad. They did nerf his ulti, so there's no refreshing cooldown, like even if he gets the kill, but he doesn't actually get the last hit with his ult, the grace period, which I feel was a very smart move by Riot. People were complaining a lot, but, you know, there's not much you can do. And the last thing I'd like to talk about real fast is about Eve. Like Evelyn, people want her to be patched really bad. Unfortunately, she's not going to be, because they're working on a stealth, they're doing a stealth rework, and that's been in the making for a long time. And once that's done, they should rework the invisible characters. But until that point in time, they are not going to do so. That's actually by the lead champion designer, Morello, so that's actually legit info right there. They're not going to do a rework, so sorry for you guys that play Evelyn more often and want her to be buffed. But right here, they're going for their final stand. It's not going to work. We're going to get the kill on Malphite. I dragon kicked him just to make him get hit by turret a couple times. They are going to go for the surrender here, so if you guys did enjoy this video, like I said, comments, likes, likes always help the video get noticed. If you'd like to help us out, that would be awesome. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you did enjoy, like I said, you could always share the video, you know, how you do on Facebook, on Twitter. That always helps getting PCJews out there. We've almost hit 1K subs, and I want to thank you guys for the support you've been giving us. So, this has been PCJews. They just surrendered, and have a great day, guys.